Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on Stratos. It's been a while since I've talked about it, but I'm still bullish on the project. I'm going to be sharing my honest thoughts and opinions on the project and how it compares to some other investments in the same space. So if that sounds interesting, guys, please do leave a like, please subscribe, as I do upload every single day on my channel, and I'm actually on that road now to 10k, so if you could subscribe, it would mean the world to me. Also, check out the Patreon. Huge money is being made, and I'm not even exaggerating here, guys. I've had people tell me they've made 40 grand just in a week off being a Patreon in the VIP Plus tier. So I highly recommend checking out. The link's in the description. You can see all of my market moves, all of my lucrative investments, and copy me if you want, right? It's up to you whether you want to do it or not, but huge gains get made by simply following my investments, okay? It's always up to you whether you do that or not, though, as you should do further research. But straight into the video, guys. Before I get into it, this video is not financial advice. Make sure you always do your own research before investing your money, okay? So I'm going to be giving you guys a mixed review on this project, okay? A balanced review, right? It's an amazing project in terms of what it's actually aiming to do, okay? So if we go down here onto coin market cap, we can see here, Stratos is the next generation of decentralized data mesh that provides scalable, reliable, self-balanced storage, database, and computation network. Okay, so it's made to be able to scale as well and process basically high capacities of data, while retaining the decentralized benefits of a distributed protocol, including trustless, traceability, verifiability, privacy, and more. Okay, so let's get into what that means. So right now, the way how current data works is centralized. It's not decentralized at all. They may say it's encrypted, they may say it's decentralized, but it's not. Right now, most data is held in the hands of Web 2 institutions, such as Google, such as Amazon, such as Microsoft, okay? They've done a lot of good, right? I'm not saying that these companies are all bad. They've done a lot of good. But in terms of moving forward as a human race, I think it's better if our important data is decentralized. And the only way to truly decentralize it is to tokenize it on the blockchain, in my opinion. So what better way to do that than utilizing Stratos? And there are a few others, which I will get into towards the end of the video on my comparisons. But personally, I think Stratos is an amazing play in that sector. So it's a decentralized data architecture that provides scalable, reliable, self-balanced storage. And scalability is very key with a storage type project, because you want to have almost no limitation. Now, of course, nothing's infinitely scalable, but we don't want any limitations really on how much data, how much storage we can use, because, you know, who knows? Stratos could be as big as Amazon Web Services or as big as Microsoft, and if that's the case, it will need to be able to scale up to those levels, and if it can't, that is not ideal. So the fact that it is scalable is obviously a good thing, and obviously there's a lot going on with this project. You've got some big investors getting involved with the project as well. You've got their roadmap here has been outlined. You've got their whole team listed as well. So there's a lot of transparency here and a lot of good things that I see. Okay, so in terms of as a project, it meets a lot of the green ticks. The only thing I would say for Stratos, like I said at the start, this is going to be an honest, unbiased review, right, is the circulating supply. This is not ideal, okay? Now, the project itself is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But when you see a circulating supply of 20%, when you see dilution, when you see an 80% inflation rate, it's not ideal. Now, the question is, can we deal with it? I believe we can. Due to the fact that the market cap is merely 13 million, the fact that the market cap is so low, the fact that the project is so early on means that tokens can be released gradually. And it's not going to dump on everyone as much as what it would if this project was like Filecoin. I mean, can you imagine if Filecoin had 20% in supply? Filecoin would have to do insane gains in the next bull run just to sustain the same price if the tokens are coming out. So you need to understand that 20% circulating supply isn't good, right? There's no two ways about this. It's not good for an investor. However, it's better in a low cap than in a high cap. So we can potentially deal with it, right? I'm not saying that it's perfect in terms of how I like a project, but it's certainly manageable. You've also got their whole white paper here, which in my opinion is very well sophisticated. It's very well detailed and explained, which is good to see. You can see in this diagram how the system's going to be working. It's very complex stuff. They also explain how their nodes work. So go and check out their white paper. Go and do your own research in this. Don't just base it off this video. But I've been looking into Stratos for a while now. This one's been on my watch list for a very long time. And it's been quite stable around that 13 to 14 million market cap range, actually. So we see here, it's not really been tested too much. We did see it dip down, but we haven't seen it go on a crazy rally. So I'm potentially expecting this to go on a crazy rally at some point. Not yet, but maybe in 2 months. Well, it could even happen now, to be honest. If Bitcoin corrects, if Bitcoin starts rallying, I would imagine some of these projects which didn't rally, such as Stratos, could go on a crazy rally. So I am expecting this to perform well in the next bull run. I'm expecting around a 500 million market cap for this one. So still great gains. And obviously this isn't ideal, but if we can get this up a bit, then it may be an even better investment in my eyes. Now, we want to talk about potential competitors to Stratos, and there obviously is a few. Filecoin being the main one. Everyone knows Filecoin. Filecoin has great tokenomics and it's very big. So it's going to be hard to knock Filecoin off its mark, right? However, I think there can be multiple projects all competing in the same space. We could have a Filecoin, we could have a Stratos, and we could even have a cross network. Now, this is my personal favorite as an investment because we're only talking a market cap of 14 million and there's good tokenomics and there's a hell of a lot of partnerships. So for me, cross network is my favorite one, but there's a plethora of different projects which you can invest in. And this is the great thing about crypto. We've got a lot of options here. And if I'm going to be totally honest, I think we could be in a world where all three of these survive and do very good gains. So I'm very bullish on the decentralized storage crypto sector. I'm very bullish on that industry, and I think it's very much needed in the future. We can't go another 10 years of all of our data being centralized. People are going to be looking back in future generations and thinking this was a human right and we messed up on it big time. So we need to act now, and these are the best investments in my opinion for acting in terms of decentralized storage. Stratos, Filecoin, and Cross Network. I like all of them. Take your pick, do your research on all of them. Whichever ones you like, you can go ahead and invest in. Thank you guys all for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, please subscribe. I try to keep these relatively quick. I don't like doing 10-hour videos. You know, I see other people do videos for 30 or 40 minutes and they could just fit it all in an 8 or 9 minute video. So that's what I like to do here on this channel. If you like that, please subscribe. As most of my videos tend to be between 6 to 12 minutes or 6 to 10 minutes usually. So yeah, subscribe. Also check out that Patreon page. The link is in the description. If you want to track my market moves, such as Viot, where I made a 55x on it, such as Cross Network, where I made around a 5x on it, such as Nakamoto, where I got around a 5x, such as Film Crib, where I got around a 30x, hit that link in the description. In a mere 2-month period, I have made around 30x gains on a plethora of different projects, if you include the fact that I took profits on some and moved them to others. So I've made big gains. 55x on Viot, 30x on Film Crib. That in itself pushed my portfolio up a hell of a lot. Okay, so make sure you are subscribed and make sure you hit that link in the description and check out the Patreon page so you can make those gains yourself. There's still a lot of time, guys. Don't worry. We're still in the depths of a bear market, arguably. There's still a long way until the next all-time high. So there's still great opportunities right now over in my Patreon. Hit the link and check it out. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.